welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be in collaboration with Springsims. If you're not familiar with who Springsims is, I'm telling you, you are totally missing out, boo. I will leave his link in the description down below. So basically, what this collab is all about, Springsims created this fabulous humble abode dubbed as comfort living, and it was my job, yes, my job, to go ahead and decorate this beast. So that is what we are here to do today. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So before we go and start decorating the comfort living, I just want you guys to take this into thought just for a second. Imagine somebody creating a house with their own visions in mind, how these rooms that they have created are going to look. And then you come and you have to step in and basically pick up the pieces, pick up where they left off, and somehow sync to their visions to yours. It's kind of like having a puzzle with a million different puzzle pieces. And, you know, they're all scattered. But you have to pick them up and put them in the right sequence. So I really tried to kind of take what Springsims was envisioning for this build and incorporate it to how I was furnishing it. You're going to notice that the speed build is a little faster, more fast-paced than maybe some of my own builds that I do, but that is because I spent an equivalent of 2 hours, yes, 2 hours building this house, because Springsims was kind enough to actually ask me to go ahead and collab with him. I really wanted to put forth my best effort, and this is something I did not want to rush, something I didn't want to just slap some shelves in the rooms and call it a day. I really wanted to take out the time, like he took out the time to ask me to collab, to take out the time to go ahead and really put this home together and bring it to life, really. I love what he did with this place. He is definitely a building god. I love the layout. It made me think. It really did. It was not as easy as I would expect it to be. Now, I did actually have to kind of tweak some of the structure, not like the rooms or anything, maybe move a couple windows or take out a couple things just to fit my vision in with his and kind of make them seamless. So I hope Springsims you didn't mind. I did not want to step on your toes at all. Like that was like the biggest thing. That was I even pondered a little bit when I was like removing the windows in the kitchen or adding them in. I'm like, oh my god, I hope he doesn't think I'm like trying to like, you know, come in here and be like, move, bish, get out the way. Urban Sims, he and she ain't here to play, you know, like no boo boo. I wanted to have it work together. So I hope, even replacing the wallpapers, like I was like, oh god, I hope he doesn't like, you know, think I'm trying to like, you know, call his bluff or whatever. But anyway, I hope you don't mind. I love the way that this build turned out. I think you and I working together, boo boo, it really just, we killed it. We did. We nailed it. So thank you again so much for asking me to collab. Now when I had, I built this home in mind. My original vision, I didn't have any idea. I started in the kitchen initially, and I thought clean. I thought, you know, because this is kind of a very urban, contemporary house, at least that's how I pictured it. I felt like less is definitely more. I didn't want to do too many decorations. I didn't want to do too many accessories. When I would walk into this house, I would see very minimalistic clutter and just a few necessary essentials. So the kitchen definitely is one of my favorites. I tweak this house a lot. I go back through color palettes. I go back and kind of mess around with things. But through the home, it stays very fluid. I feel like some rooms have just a little bit more character than the others, and that is totally a-okay with me. This house, I feel like, is more for, it feels like to me, it's more of a singles house or maybe a roommate or a new couple, you know, very young, youthful, or either extremely, you know, modern and put together. That's the kind of vibe I got from this house. So again, I got a lot of just kind of straight edge, clean, bare-boned vibes, I guess you could say, for this house specifically. And I definitely love the way that I furnished each room. Each room I furnished with care. Each room I furnished with a vision in mind. Mirrors were definitely my main accessory for this house. I felt like the mirrors really gave it that modern feel. I personally, if you guys don't know, I am actually really obsessed with mirrors in real life. I don't have like any in my house, but I am. Like if I, when I do actually get my own house and own it, I am going to decorate that biatch to high heaven, like mirrors, plants, boo, those damn rugs. Like, if you guys didn't see my tweet on Twitter, I actually, those rugs that Jennifer abuses in every build, Jennifer has in her bathroom. Like, I'm not even playing. Somebody called me out on that ish, and they're like, dude, Jen, no lie though, that is like the same freaking rug in the Sims 4. I'm like, I know, dude. I know. It was like $7.99 on Target. Like, hell yeah. Had to pick it up. So for this living room, I was kind of thrown off. You know, I didn't know what to do with it. I really, really didn't. I didn't know what I wanted to put in here. So it's just kind of more of like a, not really a study, but like, kinda, you know, you come in and there's like paintings, and then this is probably the room that has like one of the most decorations in it. There's paintings and there's bookshelves. So like it's a really quiet and relaxing place. You know, the shades on the windows, it kind of gives it that little bit of privacy that you don't necessarily have throughout the house. And it kind of just makes for this little, like, you know, little like zen den, I guess. I don't know. I really like the way that this turned out too. I know I'm doing like a lot of blacks, and there I go. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to at this point kind of get my vision for the house. And then this is what I'm like, clean everything, little pops of color here and there, boo boo, clean. Like, that is where it kind of came in. So I was like, okay, I get it now. I actually started changing out all the wallpapers and kind of taking them down and start incorporating my own touch. This is when I think I had my screw it moment. I'm like, you know what? He asked me to build this house. So damn it, Jen, that's what you, or not build this house, but to decorate this house. So damn it, Jen, get your big girl chonies on and you do the damn thing, okay? You do it. So I did this all in the name of you, Springsims. All in the name of you. This is for you, boo-boo. So I definitely kind of just let myself go with it. And I'm sure that that's what he wanted. He didn't want me to hold back, but I just, you know, I'm definitely a person who does not like to step on other people's toes. Like, it's not my thing. Some of you may disagree, some of you may agree, but trust me, that is not my thing. So anyway, I didn't know what to do for this little area. I put in like a really cool fish tank. I even actually put some fish in when I like tested out the house. And I think I got like some tetras in there, a rare exotic goldfish, you know, that kind of thing. And out here, I'm like, what am I going to do with this little square? I don't know. I'll come back to it. So I actually started decorating out here. And out here, because I started kind of getting the vibe that this house was more of like a place for entertaining and having family, friends, having a good time, I put like an outdoor kind of grill / bar situation. So like if you came out here and decided to maybe entertain a little bit, there would be a lot for you to do. Like you could grill some hachos, have a couple cervezas with your chicas, living la vida loca, Sims 4 style. You could really get down with your bad self. Mr. Darkbloom, if you don't know who Mr. Carson Darkbloom, this would be his house all day, every day, with all the hotties with the bad bodies coming in. Jesus, Springsims is never going to ask me to collab again. He'd be like, this girl's a damn mess. I know, boo-boo. I know. I feel like sometimes I am like the crazy person in the community. I do. And it's okay, because I'll embrace that ish all day. Embrace your crazy, boo. Embrace your crazy, because that is the best. That is, seriously, I love it. I love crazy people. I do. And then find crazy anyways. What if we're the normal ones? You know what I mean? Come on. So when I decided to actually decorate the outside, put those lights on, because I just, when I turned off the daytime, because I'm God, it actually really casted this cool effect on the house. I took down those bonsai trees because I had an idea, a vision in my mind for what I was going to do with that space, and the trees could not be there. Again, I hope you're cool with it. But I was really admiring some of the structure of the house. Like the front, that little thing that kind of hangs over the door is brilliant. Like absolutely freaking stunning. The upstairs where you kind of notice like those beams, that's beautiful. I love the little gazebo thingy. That is also really, really freaking cool. I went in and started adding some texture to the terrain. Sorry guys, I had a little bit of some nastiness happening there. Anyway, as I was saying, I started adding in a little bit of the trade here and just wanted to give it some definition. I try to like figure out how to kind of, what am I doing? Did you just see that? It's like, I don't know what I was doing. I was adding in some more plants into the back. I'm sorry, I'm a mess. And I don't know. I really liked like the little fern, not the fern. They were, what were they? Agave bushes. I really love the agave bushes. So for out here, I was struggling with the chain link fence. It just didn't fit with what I was thinking. So I decided to take it down. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I had to take it down for a minute. I put it back. I put something else back in its place, though, boo-boo. I put in glass because I felt like, you know, the glass in the windows and all the beautiful glass work that was throughout the house. I thought it would really look cool if it coincided with the glass in the gazebo. And then, you know, it has also that really cool beams that go across the top there that he had created. So I wanted it to kind of contrast a little bit. And so I hope that was okay. I hope that was okay. Anyway, I really, really liked this little area because it's kind of like a really true chill place. Like I can imagine coming out here in the summertime with a glass of like iced tea and maybe your bestie and just gossiping about all the local hottie boys in the neighborhood, or you know, maybe you and your boy, you know, you're chilling out here talking about all the ladies, or you're with your significant other just having a good time. And I really seriously am vibing that little space. It's probably my favorite space out of the house because it's so freaking awesome. And in the mornings when the light comes in, oh god, you gotta see that. Like it is gorgeous. Like it is gorgeous. I love that little space. So when I decided to go upstairs, I did actually kind of change a little bit of the dynamics and structures of the rooms in order to fit in certain furniture pieces, which I really, really, really love. I didn't really know what to do with the bathrooms. Like I said, I try to keep everything very streamlined, and I try to keep everything kind of clean and bright. I was going to actually add in these cabinets, and I think they would have worked, but that was a chair, not my butt. Woo! But I don't know. I just decided to kind of back out a little bit and just add in some more just random like decorations. Like I said, clutter, but not so much. And the lights or the mirrors with these lights around them are from what exactly? They're from like the spa day stuff, right? Right? Yeah, they're my favorite. Seriously, so many of you guys ask me about opinions on stuff packs and like which ones should you get and which ones are the best. Stuff pack wise, I definitely feel like Spa Day is like the business. Like I feel like that is my girl right there. Don't ask what that is. I don't know. I needed to add in that little like thing to the bathroom there, like that little kind of corner, so I could actually get rid of that angle, but I didn't want to like change everything else out there. So I kind of put in like a little closet. You could probably put a door there. I don't know why I put the arch there. I don't know. I just thought it would look good for a second. I don't know why I did that. But you could actually make it into like a little closet or something, put in some shoes there, something like that. So anyway, I thought that would be a cute idea because there are closets in houses, but for whatever reason, The Sims 4 did not like incorporate that for whatever reason. I think that's stupid, but that's okay. So yeah, I just kind of needed that little extra edge in that bathroom so I could put the shower very nicely in between there. And I actually added in a gym, which is stupid because later my vision comes and this is all gone. All this freaking time that we spent here working on the gym, working on our fitness is for nothing because Jen actually ends up wiping it out later for something far more entertaining. What I love about this build is that I have brought every creative stop that I could possibly muster in my little cabeza, and I brought it to life. Like, there's so many cool things about this house that I really feel like for a lot of single Sims or just Sims that are just, you know, kind of doing them right now, you know, single ladies, hey, put your hands up, that kind of thing, you're going to appreciate this house because there's just so much for you to do here. And there's just so many things to, like, wow your friends with. I really was confused about this space. And I mean, no disrespect, but I was confused because, like, you know the stairs that go upstairs, and then it's kind of like, it's kind of, like, if it was to rain, we would have an issue. Because upstairs, we have the beams, right? And then, it's kind of, like, open. You know what I mean? Like, their light, the actual natural light is coming in. So, I was, like, thinking to myself, what do I do here? Do I actually put stuff in here? Because if you do, you don't really have, you know, like, I just didn't know what to do with it. So I played around a little bit. I tried to make it work, but actually the idea that comes into later that I was speaking of when we wiped out the gym it makes sense. It all works out. It actually later becomes more of an outdoor space because, again, I wanted to incorporate his original vision with the way that I was conforming my furniture to. So this room is actually my favorite out of the two. If I was to pick any bedroom in this house, this would probably be the one. Why? Because the color palette is just different than everything else in the house. It doesn't look like a hospital. And the color palette I created, mind you, looks like a hospital. But I like that. I like brightness. It's not a bad thing. And I like this because it's different, because it's darker. It's more like modern and contemporary meets maybe a little more rustic / dark. I don't know. I just bonked my nose on the freaking mic. Anyway, I got a big schnoz, so that happens. And outside, there's just like this bench. So in the mornings, you can sit there maybe with your cup of joe or your mimosa. I'm not judging. And sit there and watch the sunrise, because that is where... Wait a minute. That's where the sunrise rises and sets in the game. Because that's where the sun comes in the morning. So how the hell is that where the sunset comes to? No, I'm kind of confused. I'm actually going to have to check that idea. Does the sun actually rise, like, is it geographically correct? Whatever. I don't know. Anyway, this room here is the master. This actually has a bathroom that comes off at the end of it. And this one has a little more room. And I also like the way that he used the furniture. What I loved about creating the style for this room is it forced me to use objects I normally would not use. I mean, there are some that I abuse and use a lot, but this one definitely encouraged me to kind of think outside the box, if you will, and that is what's so beautiful about this house and why I love it oh so freaking much. And yeah, I don't know, I just like the way that this came, and like with the lighting and stuff. The only thing I noticed about my graphics card, side note, pause, is that the lighting is just so much more realistic. Like, I could seriously sit in front of a window in my game and press play and watch as, like, the sun and the rays come in and light up the floor. Like, it's freaking nuts. Like, I'm definitely going to say, to get the best out of The Sims 4, you've got to have a better graphics card. I'm just saying, because there's so many little details I feel like a good graphics card gives you and that you learn to appreciate that you don't normally have in, like, a lower-end graphics card. I don't know. I think there's so many more fine-tuned beauties than the content, and then, you know, I think people, and when they judge this game, they overlook the small things. And that is probably why I enjoy the Sims franchise so much, is because I literally am intrigued by all the small things. I'm intrigued by the simple moments. I'm intrigued by, you know, the storylines. Like, if you're only playing for the content, you're going to get bored real quick because things get repetitive. But if you actually use your imagination and you play, you know, you play as if you were playing real life, there's going to be little things you're going to learn about the game that you didn't even know were there. Little moments, you know, the cause and the fact. Those are all things, you know, and a good graphics card and a good imagination. The hell with expansion packs. You don't need that ish. You could literally spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours just getting lost in the little things in this game. And I feel like sometimes people take that for granted, and God, it makes me sad, but I get it. You know, people are spending money on it. They're gonna want what they want. Not everybody plays the same way, but I do feel like, you know, when people ask me for, like, what advice on expansions and all that, my biggest advice is screw all that. Use your imagination. Learn how to play the game like you would play real life, and I can guarantee you, you're gonna freaking enjoy the hell out of it. It's a fun game. Sims 3 too. I just wish there wasn't lag. Sims 3 is probably still one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie, but I like The Sims 4 too, because in many ways, for the smaller moments, it's more realistic. So that was my little, like, not rant, but Jennifer's word of advice. So up here, I loved this space. At first, I was like, oh my God. I was so overwhelmed at this point because we're coming up on 2 hours. I'm like, what am I going to do? If I leave it blank, he's going to spank me. Like, what if I leave it blank? He's going to kill me. What am I going to do? So I was like, okay, bring out the martinis. I was like, party time. I'm making this like a club up here, okay? We nail it. Yeah, we nail it. I love up here, and you'll see why. Not only do we have this bar with the freaking tiki peoples, okay? Because when there's tiki peoples, you know it's real. There's also, like, lights and speakers and a whole bunch of different things up here that I actually really liked. And what else is there? Let me see. What else did I put in here, you guys? I don't remember. I don't know. But, oh, I know what I do. I know what I do. So you see where we put like the fire pit and stuff like that? That's actually a really cool place to put it. But because I personally see this is where I got my idea. Because I was like, oh crap, then I'm going to take out the bathroom. So then I'm like, oh, just kidding. Let's move the fire pit. Let's cause a fire hazard. Please do. And let's, okay, get rid of the gym. Put it upstairs. We'll work on that in a minute. Dude, we're making an infinity pool. Hell yes. You could actually lower down those half walls, but because I think of kids, I didn't lower down those half walls to make it an infinity pool. But you could lower down those half walls and make them so micro thin and then have an infinity pool. How freaking cool is that up there? I love it. I freaking love it. I'm actually going to go ahead and pat myself on the back for that one. You thought I was kidding, but I wasn't. And in here, we did our gym. This treadmill, I was seriously about to take it by its little arms and just throw it out the freaking window because it was pissing me off. It was giving me so much sass, okay? I didn't know what to do with my life. I didn't. I wanted to quit. So there we go ahead, and we're like, all right, well, let me go. How bad do you really have to go to the bathroom? Not that bad. So we just kind of downgraded what I thought was going to be the bathroom and put in the basics, like, you know, a place to wash your hands, you know, wash your culito, that sort of thing. And then I ended up making this gym actually functional. And I'm proud of myself again, patting myself in the back for the second time. Okay. So then we have that, and I like it. I think it came out pretty cool, and we're almost done with this build. So I'm going to go ahead and do my outro right now, right here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to go ahead and check out the creation of Comfort Living created, hello, computer, I'm not done talking yet, created by none other than Springsims. So make sure that if you haven't checked it out, you check out that part first, and then you check out this part, or at least you go back out and you check out that part. Because if you don't, you're missing out. Alright? Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what you think about this decoration / build in the comments down below with Sun and Shine. I don't know how you can download this. I'm actually going to probably post up my furnished version on my gallery at Gen2606. And yeah. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Bye! I kind of want to put in like a nice, stop going so damn fast. I want to put in like a nice like plaza or something here because it's going to be in front of the, do you get what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, it's not perfect. It's going to be in front of the townhouse.